welcome to SaltyChillersEntertainment. This is Richnumbers here.
And Red Renegade.
And as always, people, if you like, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date with our content that's coming out. And what we are going to call ourselves be the R&R corner, Rich and Renegade. And
if that wasn't obvious.
And we plan on covering the Nintendo side of aspects and talk about Nintendo stuff, and maybe future on branch out and cover other topics. So feel free to let us know what you guys want to hear from us later on. But today we're going to be talking about the E3. We're not going to cover everything at E3. We just want to hit the stuff that impressed us the most.
The big things.
Like Smash and Smash. I think a little bit of Pokemon. And Smash.
Oh wait, don't forget Smash.
And maybe the Octo-Expansion. Okay, yeah, and the Octo-Expansion. Can't forget about that now.
Oh, and Smash.
So, Renegade, what was your thoughts about Smash?
Obviously, I've played Smash for a while. Like when it came out for GameCube, that's probably when I was introduced to Smash. And I liked it. Had like a decent roster of characters that you could play as. But apparently in this one, it's the biggest roster ever, which I am extremely excited for. Like, I think they said there's going to be like 68 playable characters.
It was a lot of characters. If you played on one game,
Yeah.
you'd be in this game.
Yeah.
That's what I understood it as. It was, if you played in one game, it's now going to be in this game. So every single Smash character you can play as.
Yes.
Which is a lot of characters. Which is crazy.
Yes, it is. I think one of the things also that a lot of people were really excited for was ice climbers were coming back. Because I'm not sure if you've ever done this, but there'd be matches where you could put ice climbers in, and they technically count as like 2 characters. So if like everyone ran ice climbers, it'd be like 8 characters on one screen. It was just really chaotic. It was fun.
Talking about your characters and with ice climbers. Well, I'll get to that later. Well, I remember the first Smash game I played was actually on the N64. And I know my parents didn't quite like that game when I was a kid because it would get me
Violence.
and my brothers all into a fight. Thus, they didn't like that. Not that I needed to play much Smash after that, but it's been a game that I've been enjoying. It's an enjoyable game. And it's one of the games that you find the character that fits your fighting style and you go from there. I know one of my friends, they're introducing the Inkling that just got introduced as one of the new characters, so bringing all the characters back and then introducing the Inklings from Splatoon. She's like, I want to play as the Inklings, but I can't leave my main of Fox. I can't do that to my main, but I want to play as the Inkling also.
I feel the same way. Like, I can't leave my main Pit. Like, granted, I didn't main Pit until he was first introduced in, like, the Wii version, I think it was. But just as soon as I started playing as him, I was like, yes, I need this.
Yeah,
I can destroy people with this. But there's, like, also the new characters. I know also another character that was introduced was Ridley from, like, Metroid. Oh, no, I believe he was introduced as well.
We'll have to look at the roster. I just know that there was so many characters.
Yeah, there's too many characters for us to name them all. We'd be here all day.
And it'll take us like over 30 minutes. And I'm the guy who likes going in and trying all the characters out before I pick my character. So I will be the person who will be spending days
Just trying out all the characters.
Yes, trying out all the characters.
I mean, that's a good thing to do, because one of the new characters, you might like their playstyle more.
Yes, I know with the Smash on the 3DS, I like to Samus. Their playing style is quite interesting. It really is. So that's gonna be something that's gonna be quite fun to play as.
Another
Trying out
thing,
characters.
certain characters' playstyles might actually change. I remember before in the GameCube version, I used to main Pikachu. But when I went over afterwards to the Wii version, it was Pikachu's movesets were changed. And it just kind of threw off all of my battling tactics.
That can throw somebody off.
Yes. And also, I believe, yeah, it was the Wii version that introduced the Super Smashes. That just became like a new game changer.
And
Which I think they actually did change some of the smashes from previous games. Like I know Pit has a new smash.
that is definitely something. Well, I think there's two different pits.
Yeah, there's regular Pit and Dark Pit. Evil Pit.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let me.
Anti-Pit.
Talking about different characters, this is also the first Smash game with 3 different Links.
Oh yeah. They have regular Link or Breath of the Wild Link now because they changed how he looks.
Link, Adult Link, and then the Kid Link. That's everybody that you have. You can play as.
Yeah. I tried playing as Link, and I like his style. It's just...
that's one character my friends always wanted to keep away from me was the Links. Because I could just hit them with Links.
He was very well versed in all around. Like, he had his bow, he had bombs. He could do like that sky uppercut that I really hated getting caught in.
And then you have that spin attack, so you think you had him off the map.
Yeah.
You didn't.
He has this grappling hook to where he can actually latch back on. Gosh.
To him. Which was interesting how that was there. But yeah, he is one of the most, I think he has one of the most diverse arsenals. But it'd be interesting to see what happens now with Inklings coming in. Because I don't know, I haven't looked at that. I know I should have. But I wonder how many different weapon types.
Oh, you're thinking about if they have like chargers and flash blasters.
And the slosher in there. That is one thing I have seen. But it is definitely going to be interesting. Now, talking about game modes and characters, they're bringing back in the 8v8 fighting styles.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
8 players.
So now going back to the scenario that we talked about before with the ice climbers, now you have 16 characters on screen. That's going to be
characters.
It's going to be interesting and chaotic.
Indeed. Gonna be crazy of everything that can be happening because of all that. Just keeping track of then which ice climber is you and which one is your friends. Or your enemies. Then which enemy it is.
You could have like your own mini turf war. You like have 4 on one side, 4 on the other.
8 Inklings. That would be technically a turf war.
Oh, it actually would. I didn't even actually think about that. You could have a turf war in Smash.
Yes. Which would be crazy. Your team's set up that way if that's plausible.
Moving on from Smash, I know the other big thing that Nintendo had going for them was Pokemon Let's Go. Which,
You know, when I first saw that, I did not know what to think about it.
I didn't know what to think about it either.
I still don't know what to think about it, to be honest.
It's basically Pokemon Go for the people who don't want to leave their house.
In general sense, with you being able to transfer the Pokemon you can catch, yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You don't leave your house, here's the game.
Like, what I remember them saying about it was, it's a revamped version of Pokemon Yellow. But they like taken out the aspects of weakening a Pokemon to capture it. You just like basically do how you do it in what they said the anime, where you just capture the Pokemon, you don't really fight it.
Which is sad, we'll say.
Yeah, because there's that certain kind of skill to it. Because I remember I would always go in with like, I would paralyze it, use False Swipe to get down to 1 HP. Like I had a tactic for this, and usually a special Pokemon to do this. But now the only major battles you have to worry about is whenever you encounter another trainer, or gym battles are a thing now. They're back in this.
Yeah, that was one thing with Pokemon Sun and Moon. You had the Cocoon Eyes and the trials that you had to do.
Mm-hmm. I didn't really like that, which is why that's still the only Pokemon game I have not yet played.
Really?
Yes, just because that they took out the gym battles, which that was the most accomplishing thing for me in Pokemon games. Because you had to do the 8 gyms. Yeah, you had to do the 8 gyms, and then you had to go do the Elite Four, then you fought the champion. It was just like milestones on the way. Which it still kind of is for Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's just... I miss my gyms.
You miss your gyms?
Yes.
The gyms were nice.
Which Pokemon Let's Go is actually taking place in... We're going back to the Kanto region. People are kind of getting sick of the Kanto region now.
Yes, I remember seeing that. How people are getting tired of the
Like,
Kanto.
I wouldn't mind going back to Sinnoh. I honestly miss my Piplup. I need him.
But with them wanting to keep it in tune with Pokemon Go, they really can't branch out than what the stuff they have unless they're
Yeah.
bringing out the game. That is an option they can do.
Yeah, that was one thing. Well, I'll get into that later. That's one of my theories about what they're going to do with Pokemon Go. But another thing to do with Pokemon Go is you can actually have your Pokemon out with you, like how Ash has Pikachu out in the anime. Like if you get Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, you get Pikachu on your shoulder. But if you get Eevee, you get Eevee on top of your head.
You know, it's quite interesting. One of my friends mentioned how here we are, Pokemon Go. It's like it's a game we don't want, like how Pokemon Yellow was, because he didn't care much for Pokemon Yellow. He didn't. And I'm looking at the games like, okay, this is cool. I thought the Pokeball do this, but what about the competitive stats? I heard that game doesn't have any competitive stats. You can't quite look at your stats of your Pokemon with the EVs and all that stuff and know, hey, this is what I need to do. It's more of, this is what I'm doing. Thus, there's no way to train your Pokemon to do competitive play.
The one thing I do like more about how they're kind of, there is that little bit of Pokemon Go aspect in there with the capturing and all that, but I do like how they're bringing back, like, I didn't like how in Pokemon Go they had like CP or whatever it was, like your Pokemon actually has levels now. Like, I was glad that they actually did that, and your Pokemon, you don't need candies or anything to level them up or evolve them.
It's just...
It's Pokemon with just that slight bit of Pokemon Go. Now, I don't know if there's much story to it, like if you have to actually go up against Team Rocket or anything, that much wasn't revealed in the gameplay.
No, that stuff has yet been revealed.
But, just all that I've seen, like, you can also have one Pokemon also behind you, because I thought that was another funny thing in the gameplay. They actually switched their other Pokemon to an Onix, and you could actually ride on top of the Onix, and it was actually to scale. And I thought that was really incredible. So they've actually programmed it for each Pokemon to be out of their Pokeball.
That is a lot of programming.
Yeah. It's like 150.
Definitely a lot of Pokemon.
Yes.
My thoughts with Pokemon Go in that, Pokemon Eevee and Pikachu, is... I know they want to get Pokemon on the Switch, but is that the way to... I don't know. I haven't been the biggest Pokemon fan, but me being still a Pokemon fan, I don't like this concept. It's just let me just go out and throw Pokeballs. I'm not fighting, I'm just catching. The only time I fight is when I promote to another trainer.
Yeah,
Which is
it
cool,
does suck.
but it takes away from the original Pokemon experience that they have created. It has.
I mean, yes, that part actually does suck. Like, I just want my old Pokemon game back. I don't really like how they're doing all this, like, to make it more kind of like the anime and all that. Or more adapted to Pokemon Go.
Which, when Pokemon Go first got released, it was a big hit. I'm not gonna lie about that. It
Yeah,
was fun.
oh gosh, it was exploding everywhere.
So that
And
is
then, of
definitely
course, they've came out with updates to allow Pokemon from other regions, which that kind of goes... What I'm hoping what they do for Pokemon Let's Go, like maybe we get DLCs to where we go to other regions? That's kind of a stretch, but I would actually really like that.
that would definitely be interesting to see.
Because I've always wanted that one Pokemon game. I mean, there's like Gold and Silver where you go to Kanto and Johto, but actually to travel to all the regions I think would be a really cool idea.
That would be.
And it might take away from the negatives of what Pokemon Let's Go is doing.
And that is true. Like I said, it's something that hasn't really kept an appeal to me. This goes on towards the Octo-Expansion that they showcased. I know when this video is, I actually have managed to play the Octo-Expansions, but I don't plan on going to write a full-blown review or anything along that line. But the Octo-Expansion, one thing have enjoyed and have looked and doing is that there is 80 levels in it. 80 levels of story and all that stuff. Where we can go in and play, and there's really, or from my word understanding, is most of the stuff that happens in DLC really doesn't affect anything else. You're just maybe getting a reskin of weapons or getting armor or different gear, so there's really it's not giving you an advantage in base game.
That's kind of disappointing. Though I guess it kind of makes it fair for the people who can't.
Well, you can look at it one way. It's more of it's helping the community still stay together, so you don't have this random paywall. It's just you being you. You can still do what you want to do. And that there, I think, is something that I like. Just you go in, you beat the game, you play as an Octolink. That's really about from what I understood. Good.
Yeah, that is good, because unlike, I know this is probably like maybe old news, but like there would be some games, not naming any specifically, but that would actually have that paywall to be like, hey, if you want better stuff, you could actually buy this. And you could actually have better things, and it would make it unfair.
Yeah, and I don't think Nintendo wants to do that to their community.
No.
But with me, the Octo-Expansion is, I know with me and most of my friends, is something we have looked forward to. It is something that's going to be fun. It's a new story. And with this, we probably can learn more about Pearl and Marina, and who they are more fully, almost off the hook, since they are helping in the expansion. It'll be interesting to see that stuff. But that's all I want to talk about Octo-Expansion, because with me playing it, I don't want to go on a rant and spoil stuff.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything for everyone.
No. But I like the concept, the levels. From what I've seen, and what I played, it has been something I have enjoyed. I plan on 100% playing, beating it. Go through all 80 missions, beating all 80 missions with everything I can. If there's multiple weapons, do with multiple weapons, and so on and so forth. Instead of just, okay, beat the campaign, I can play my Octolink now, I'm not touching again. I'm gonna do what I want in that thing. I'm gonna do everything I can. I'm gonna do everything I can in there. So that's gonna be fun. That's all my thoughts and saying about the Octo-Expansion. Anything else you have to add to this?
Well, I can't really add anything because I don't have the Octo-Expansion yet. But what I've heard about from like all the people in the Discord that me and you were in, it does seem really fun, and it would be really good to get. It's challenging, is what I see a lot of people say.
That I can confirm. It is challenging, but it's a challenge we're willing to take. Well, this has been the R&R section corner in SaltyChillersEntertainment. Glad you came in and visited us. Feel free to leave in comments stuff you're looking forward to in Smash, in Pokemon Pikachu and Eevee, or the stuff you have enjoyed in the Octo-Expansion. This is Rich Numbers,
and Red Renegade.
and remember, stay salty.